Hi, everyone. It's Nia Claire, and it is wonderful to connect with you today. I'm excited to share with you a little bit about what we're doing at this week's Light Up. So, the Light Up is an event that we're having in Northeast Minneapolis, and that is on Sunday, August 28th. We have a lineup of amazing practitioners and vendors who will be there with me, sharing the space and creating something unique and fun and exciting for you to be a part of. And today, I would like to introduce to you Nicki, Hennessey, and Karl Olson, who are the co-owners of Collective Dimensions. And Collective Dimensions is going to be our premier vendor at our first Light Up event. So hello, Nicki. Hello, Karl. Welcome.
Hi, thank you.
We're so glad you're here with us today. And this is our chance to be able to talk a little bit about what you do and talk about your space and what you're creating with Collective Dimensions. And so I'd love for you to be able to tell us a little bit about what Collective Dimensions is.
Well, we've been working on Collective Dimensions for a few years now. We're coming up on our 2-year anniversary, which is really exciting.
Mm-hmm.
But we're a metaphysical shop that specializes in high vibration. So that's kind of our tagline. We spent a lot of time working on our mission, vision, and values to keep Collective Dimensions kind of going in the right direction. And our mission is basically to awaken individual and collective awareness. So that's our mission. Our vision is to create that pathway for connection and enlightenment. So we're all about community. We're all about the collective. And that has kind of driven Collective Dimensions forward. So a lot of the decisions that we make in business, really kind of have to fall into that category. Otherwise, we really have to question whether or not it's part of our business or not.
So yes, we've had to go back to that several times, just back to that mission. What are we doing here? The first year was very much focused on just getting the store part up and going. We do a lot of consignment, so we really like to feature like local vendors. A lot of our practitioners are also do consignment, which gives them which helps to add to their ability, their income, and their ability to do this work because it can be up and down. And so it kind of like gives another opportunity to be able to do this as a full-time business.
I love that. And I will tell you, one of the things that I noticed immediately, and I'm sorry it took me 2 years to get there. We did have COVID. I have a minor, excuse, but I've known Nicki for at least 6 years, I want to say.
Yeah.
And I knew you were opening, and then like COVID was right on your heels of opening.
Yes.
Yeah. And I was so excited because first of all, you opened in the North Metro, which yay, you're in Crystal, Minnesota. Yes. Crystal shop in Crystal, Minnesota, everybody. If you don't love that alignment, I don't know. But the other thing is when I did walk in, and this was a couple weeks ago, I felt your intention and your mission the moment I walked in. The moment I walked in, I was like, what is this? It was something first of all, it's incredibly bright. The energy is bright. The feel of it is bright. And I felt so welcome. I felt like this energy just pulling me in, wrapping itself around me and saying, well, you're home. And so that was when I was like, okay, we need to figure this out because you guys need to work with me on the Light Up. It was such a perfect fit. And so I was really grateful you said yes. So thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. So I think you came on a day. There was quite a few classes. So this next year, we really want to focus on our classes, which have been doing great. We really want this to be a place where, and that was always the mission, where people who are just getting in touch with their spirituality, just getting in touch with this, just starting to understand their possibilities are limitless. Yes, that I can do this. I am this. I can have that awareness that allows me to open up my third eye, to expand my reality. So when you came in that day, we get a lot of new people. So that energy is really important. So I'm glad that you felt that, because we want everyone to feel that when you come here, that we're going to meet you where you're at, that you don't have to come in knowing anything, that we'll just meet you where you're at. And it's that feeling, I think, that heart-centered feeling that makes people feel like, oh, I'm comfortable here. I can ask any question and no one's going to judge me. Or
yeah, it's so warm. I get that. And it's very easy when we get kind of further along in our development, even further along in our practices, right? And we start sharing, we start teaching, we start doing this, that the farther we get from that newbie, that feeling of, this is first of all, it's my favorite is like, what is this? Then, oh my gosh, I want to know everything. And like they're devouring everything, trying it all on. There aren't that many real wonderful, safe places to begin, I think. And it can be off-putting, or where people have certain agendas. And so I love your commitment. And I will just say this, Nicki, you've mentioned this before, and I've known you for a while, that you have a real passion for working with people who are new. Yes. And kind of in that exploring phase, and kind of like just welcoming them in warmly. And I get that from you too, Karl, that feeling of just, come on in, we've got to sit, we will help you figure it out, which is great.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I love that sense of wonder that people have about all of this. What's this?
Right? We're at a time in just our collective right now where there's a lot of things happening, not only locally, within the United States, but worldwide. Yes. And I think people are really searching for some answers. And hopefully, we can be a part of trying to help people find some of those answers, and, kind of just grab onto some things that help them kind of live at peace in the present.
Oh, I love that. That's let's just take a deep breath with that. That's it. How do we live at peace in the present, this now moment? And because it's so easy right now. It's so easy, no matter how practiced you are, no matter how much you have, developed, it's very easy to get out of the moment, to bring in the past, let it fill up this day, let it get you uneasy about what the future's to bring. And I get that. Personally, I get that. And I get it because I'm seeing it with my clients. We're all kind of at a place where the things that we know and the tools that we've used and the practices we've had, it's not that they don't work, it's that there's kind of a change happening, an evolution that requires a much more, a stronger willingness to be fully present to it, to the changes, to the nuance, because things are changing. Mm-hmm. And so I think having a beautiful place and teachers and practitioners that you have available, that have appointments all the time, which is great. You can walk in and see somebody because they're there. And this is their home. This is where they office out of. It's not just like they're dropping in to do readings for a day. This is Collective Dimensions is their home. They're a part of this, and you feel it walking in.
Yeah. I think people are really right now. We have a spiritual Sunday morning that is totally free, and people come. We have about 18 to 20, but that sense of belonging. Yes. Yeah. That sense of belonging here, that you can walk in at any time and know someone. We know people's names. They feel like that sense of belonging, which I think people are really searching for something right now. And they'll say, I'm not sure why I'm here. And we'll just say, well, let's just look around. We'll figure it out. But I think a big part of that is what they mean is I'm searching for that sense of belonging somewhere where I fit.
Yeah. And for those of you who are watching, if you have a question or if you have a comment, do you agree? I mean, is this your own experience or the experience that you're having with your clients? that they're looking for this, because I'm also experiencing that with the people. And that was really the impetus for even starting the Light Up events, was I just could feel people wanting a reason to come together. But we, over the last couple of years, we've kind of gotten really comfortable, in our house, on our couch, doing Zoom. So it had to be something that would maybe compel people enough to be willing to step outside their door, right? And so keeping the price point low, like can you can't argue if it's that low. You go, oh, for $20, I'll go.
Yeah.
Or to have really interesting people, vendors who can show, they may have never have heard of or don't know about, so that they are like, yeah, I want to come and mingle. I want to be with people. So that's where it began. And so again, I'm really excited that you're going to be a part of our first event at the Light Up. Tell us about what you're going to be offering. I know, Nicki, you're going to be doing some readings, and then Collective Dimensions will have a table, and they're a premier vendor, so they're going to be sharing their wares.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about what you'll be doing.
Well, you can go first.
Well, I think we're going to, we'll definitely have some, pens and some business cards, so people can walk away with a sense of who we are. But we're also going to be bringing things that are unique to Collective Dimensions. Some of the product line that we have from consigners that they're artisans, one-of-a-kind pieces that you really can't find too much, in anywhere else.
Yeah.
So we're going to be doing that. And then we're going to be offering just a sampling of what our class schedule looks like, the different types of classes and that we offer. And then, making sure that people know how to reach us through our webpage, Facebook page, and things of that nature, because there's a lot to Collective Dimensions now. It's getting, we're filling up with lots of different types of activities, events, classes. So we're filling up. So, and then Nicki's going to be doing some readings.
Yeah. So they're going to be short mini readings, but pretty much whatever people are asking for. Psychic reading, mediumship readings, those sometimes go a little longer, but we can get a good taste of it. Tarot reading, if you want a tarot reading or an oracle card reading, I'll bring both cards with. So yeah, there'll be short readings, but people definitely get a good sense of what a reading is like, or at least go away with some insight into maybe one or two questions that they have.
Wonderful. And if people, so I'm excited about that, because Nicki, you're very gifted. And I think it's a blessing to have you there. I think if you get a chance, if you're coming, and you better be coming so you can get tickets, there's information right down below, and I'll put the link in the comments. But come early. Doors open at 5:00. Get on her list so that you can see what she's up to. You'll be able to find out how, if you can't get in with her at the event, how you can follow up with her later. That will all be at their table. We'll have information for you. I am excited to see all the things that you're bringing. I was very impressed with all of the various tools and resources and candles, and wonderful, wonderful candles. Oh my goodness, just so good. That you offer. And really, it is a very unique boutique experience coming to Collective Dimensions. And so if people can't wait until Sunday and need to get to Collective Dimensions, can you give us your information about how they can find out more about you?
Sure. Well, our website is collectivedimensions.com. You can follow us on Facebook at Collective Dimensions. We're located in Crystal, so we're right behind the Wells Fargo currently, and we're on Kentucky Avenue, so we can see Wells Fargo on our windows. We can see their drive-through, so it's a little tricky to find us sometimes, but we're just a block off of Broadway, or not Broadway, Bass Lake.
Yeah. I thought you guys were easy to find. It's just, and it's right at the apex. There's a corner, and you just drive straight in. I love it.
And look for the big purple collected dimensions flag.
That's right, the big flag. I love this. Well, I am so excited that we had this time together. And I want to thank everybody who is watching. Give them some love. Let them know you're on. Say hi. And if you have any questions, go ahead and continue to post them in the comments. We'll keep an eye on them. And I will make sure that everyone is getting those routed to them. And please join us on the 28th. If you can't make it on the 28th, we are going to also have events on September 25th and October 23rd. So there are plenty of opportunities for you to come to the Light Up. And I am looking forward to spending this time with you guys. Thank you so much for being a part of it. And I hope you have a brilliant day. Thanks.
Thank you.